Extreme H will happen. Extreme E will be no more, and Extreme H will take over. H for hydrogen. What they've done is basically added a hydrogen fuel cell. So we will carry these two big tanks with the hydrogen fuel on top, and the fuel cell will charge a battery. So the drivetrain will actually be still electric, but that's a way to get more range and more power out of a similar package.
So, Timmy, if you were to describe your ultimate dream machine, be it car, bike, plane, what would it be? And I want to know the details. I want like the color, the smell, what it sounds like, the whole shebang.
So I think it's got to be a car that's able to do a lot of things. Like, I think jumps does add so much to a race. So it's got to be a car that can jump. We also need, like, actually I'm describing my own sport now, but it's like we've got to have some different challenges of dirt and tarmac, maybe some skill parts too, and a car that's able to do that. Like, of course, it's got to have a lot of power, and it's got to be four-wheel drive so they can slide on the dirt in a nice way. Definitely the Rebel livery looks nice on anything, doesn't it? Something like, you know, what they have in Pikes Peak with that massive aero, something in those lines. Just a lot of power, a lot of suspension travel, being able to jump really far, color, probably red. I'm like describing what I'm doing already. I'm
hearing a lot of the same. I'm just like, I'm pretty sure that's
I'm in the perfect place. Yeah.
Yeah. Kevin, over to you.
Well, a little bit along the lines of Timmy, like you want, like if you take a car, you want to be able to drive it like on an F1 circuit, but also in the desert, up dunes, through trees, on rally tracks. I'm thinking like maybe a car size a little bit between the Extreme E and the Rallycross, so like still have big wheels on it, so you can take any terrain, but not so high, like really long suspension travel, so you can jump like crazy. Also like I think a bit of active aero, big wings on it, front wing as well, so you can really jump stable in the air, so it controls you, you don't have to worry. And I'm thinking also like, you know, a petrol run car, but sustainably fueled, because we like for us in the Hansen and having, you know, two young nephews, like the future of sustainability is super important. So it's got to be sustainable, but it got to make some kind of noise. And like Timmy said, Rebel livery, red. Probably I love a bit of when it's like a bit of graffiti, so maybe it's like, you know, paint sprayed on, a bit rough, but in strong high-vis color somehow, a bit like that.
I got a great idea now that you were speaking. Like, I know now, I see it. It's like a radio control car where, you know, the wheels are like taller than the car. That's what it should be, but real life size, you know?
Exactly.
So it can just take massive jumps, like even drive upside down if you needed to.
I love that. I was just I'm imagining it in my head now, and I'm like, yep, okay, makes sense.
What would yours be, Vicky?
Oh, mine, you know when you mentioned Pikes Peak, like, have you seen the Ford F-150, the truck, like the lightning truck that they did for this year? Yes. Something like that. All of the active aero you can have on a car. Like, I'm wing stickers. Lightning truck that they did for this year. Yes. Something like that. All of the active aero you can have on a car. Like, I'm wing stickers, the whole shebang. Like, I want it to look wild. But yeah, I think I'm a big Porsche girl, so it'd have to be probably something GT product with like my full livery on it. Like, at the moment I have like yellow with black with like rose gold, which sounds awful, but it looks really good, I promise you. So yeah, I'd probably go for something like that, I would say.
And where would you drive it?
I would drive that. You know what? I love ice driving. I absolutely love ice driving. Like, it's my favorite thing. I'd love to do a road trip where I can just like drive it somewhere super cute, like bound through the Dolomites, and then I'd want to go somewhere where I can go to the lakes, put some studded tires on it, and absolutely rip, because that's the best place to do drifting. It's the best place to learn car control, 100%. and if you can do that looking cool, I'm all about it, guys.
With ice, like, you have so much more time. As soon as you have grip, everything happens faster. I love also those transitions, like when you're doing a slalom and you're like you counter steering, you're on the gas, everything's going well in the slide, and then you just like tap the brake when you want to turn in, and the car does it. But you have if it was tarmac, it would fly by so quickly.
Yeah.
But ice driving is like perfect playground to learn.
Yeah, and also like when we did a year ago or so to me, when we had like a Volkswagen Golf and the Audi is it S6 Quattro, like two very, very different cars, and then to slide with one that has like no weight in the rear and one that has so much weight in the rear, and also like to learn how to drift with those, like how much is the weight changes drift and the timing of getting into that, like the swing. It's so big, and you can really, like you said, it takes a bit of longer time, so you can actually experience it better. So when you go to a racetrack, maybe move some weights around on your race car, it just makes a lot more sense, and you know what to expect when you do those changes.
I learned about weights like in a much simpler way. It was when I had my first car, Volvo 740. I bought it for 50 pounds, and I had it right. Exactly. So it was like moldy belts. It was disgusting, but it was running, and I welded the rear diff, as I said, so it's rear-wheel drive, and I'm going around drifting in the snow by myself. But then I wanted to show my classmates, so it's like I had half my class jumping in the back seat. But then suddenly, with 5 people in the rear, the car was totally different, right? So then you had to approach everything in a different way, and I kept spinning. We went off. Everybody had to get out in the freezing cold, try and dig with our hands because we didn't have a shovel. Yeah. 18 years old, mistakes.
Good times.
Good times.
Speaking of cars like that, if I was to come to your house and see your workshop, you would take me for a tour of your personal garages, what would I find? Do you have like a prized collection of cars and bikes that you both have? Timmy, I'll start with you.
Right now, we have two World Championship cars. We have 2 of those little buggies that I said I drove in my local track with. We got 1 combustion engine Peugeot standing down there right now, but it's constantly new cars, cool cars, like swapping around in this place. Right now, they got kind of a lot of work to do for repairs after last round. At home, actually, I get to drive so much like on racetracks, so I don't really fancy having like a cool car on the road. I don't know why, but I'm like a sports guy, and I love race cars. And on the road, I'm like kind of a grandpa driving. I'm always trying to use the least amount of energy because that's the only competition you can have on the track. My son is like, I can speed up here, Dad. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I think exactly what Timmy said. That's what you find in the workshop. You also find, like, we have a little trophy collection, me and him, in the entrance with all the World Championships and the race trophies there. Then you walk out in the main garage and you see all of Susan and Kenneth's trophies, and it's just mind-blowing. I mean, over 250 races for Kenneth. I think Susan, had 50, 100, something like that. There's a lot of trophies out there, which is really, really cool. But I live in a flat, so it's no garage for me, unfortunately. Like Timmy, like no need for like a mega fancy car on the road. We get like, if you drive a rallycross car, you don't need to drive a sports car on the road. Nothing beats it anyway. So, and then you're just chucking your money into something that you don't need to. So, in my garage, in the workshop, we find some cool stuff for sure, but don't have a personal one.
So we're coming to the end of the episode, guys, and I've got a few rapid fire questions for you. This is a bit of fun. You're going to tell me the first thing that comes into your mind when I ask you this. Extreme cold or extreme heat?
Extreme heat.
Extreme heat for me.
Driving by day or driving by night?
Driving by night.
Driving by day, I can't see very well in the night.
What was the last time you received a speeding ticket?
Probably last time I went to. Yeah, it's probably last time I went to France. I always get a speeding ticket in France.
Just as my brother said, France was closed yesterday, got away, but yeah, maybe 2-3 years ago.
What are your favorite current music tracks to listen to in the car? One for holiday mode, one for preparation mode, and one for race mode.
Yeah, for race mode, we always go with AC/DC, Thunderstruck, in the tent before the race. At home, like some rock and roll, some Three Doors Down. Maybe I listen on the way here, just a bit of chill. Yeah, working out, maybe Nickelback. Some, yeah.
I do love a bit of ABBA, unfortunately. There you go, the Swede in me. Race, like Tim said, and we always blast so much AC/DC before, it's just mega. And prep, I do love a bit of hip hop. Just anything I can get my hands on. Swedish mostly, or Swedish rap. So yeah, that's a bit of my mix.
Love that. ABBA is my little secret party-going song. Voulez-vous will never not be a banger. You heard it here first. Let's move forward into some more rapid-fire questions here. So, Timmy, what's the most important skill an athlete needs in running?
Just willing to train.
I think the most important is car control.
If there's one skill found in rallycross but not in traditional rallying, what would it be?
Precision, like precision sliding, precision gravel, that mix between circuit and rallying.
And that's what's so epic about this sport, the perfection you can have on an off-road terrain.
Instinct or reflection? What do you favor most in rally, Timmy?
Instinct, definitely. Like when something just whispers to you in the moment that you gotta be there, and you go there, and you watch the replay, and that was vitally important for the race.
Yeah, big time. And also that's such a big part of our sport. Just someone chucks it at you in turn one, you just have to just poof, do what you feel like. Instinct, whatever you think is going to be right, that makes you survive. That's the key.
In your honest opinion, between rally, Formula One and motor racing, which is the most intense discipline, like the one which has the craziest sensations?
I think it's motor racing, actually, because they're going insanely fast, and the big difference is that if you fall, you hurt yourself, right? You're gonna feel it if you make a mistake. I think that makes it so much harder.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Like they put their life at risk at a different level and using their body to ride so much more. And then we dance with the car, but they have to dance with their body and the bike, and being so close, sliding around is unbelievable.
And finally, if we were to put a motocross bike and a rally car on the grid, which vehicle do you think would win the race?
Oh, good question. I think it depends a lot. Like, we got to go in the middle ground racetrack, right?
What's up, Buttercup?